All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our morning huddles. It is Friday. It is Friday, so we're heading into the weekend here, and weekend's a great time for us. Just a quick reminder, especially for those of you that are coming on new, we want to always just be talking a little bit about this. So, first off, is our Discover Secret promotion that's going on right now, $29. Agents can get started right now in the U.S., 34 in Canada. With their first order of $100 or more, they get the hair products. And then also for every 3 agents you help get those new customers, you're going to get that $150 bonus, 300 for 5, 600 for 10, and 15 $1,000 for 15 of them. So, which is pretty amazing. Also, we really want to make sure that we're focusing on what are the daily activities that are going to get us towards those levels of success that we all desire. And most people really over exaggerate or overthink what they can do in a day, as opposed to winning a successful day is winning a successful month and a successful year is really the compound of really simple daily activities, simple daily actions that we can all do and fit into our schedule. But we need to turn them into thoughts from a thought to a habit. We need to turn them into I should to I must. And those 7 steps for success are: number 1, be a product of your product. Use your products. I am pounding recovery because I have been in the gym a lot, and I found out if you go to the gym and then you don't go to the gym and then you go to the gym, you just get a lot of pain. And so thank God for recovery. Those things, I've been eating them like Pez. So if you guys remember those, I think they should make little Pez dispensers for recovery, and just like, that would be good. But number 2 is to learn, get trained, sharpen your skills, be every day learning, sharpening your act, sharpening your skills. This is not a luck-based business. This is a skill-based business, and skills can be learned. Number 3 is connect with a couple people every day, connect with new people. This has been something that's been so even exciting for me, is connecting with people that I haven't talked to, some in years, some in decades. I have my 20-year high school reunion coming up here at the end of this year, and I've been connecting with some of my high school friends, and just it's been incredible, and excited to see some of those people that are going to start that are joining the SMP group, that are going to be learning about this whole thing called attraction marketing, and super exciting. Number 4, post on your social media, post something up there, start building your brand, engage and interact. So funny story, I got my first Facebook, we're like, don't be spammy. And Facebook thought I was spamming because I made a post about unfriending everybody that didn't comment or like my stuff. And so, and it's been, I was trying to respond to all the comments, and there was hundreds of them. And Facebook thought, because I was responding so fast, that it literally blocked me from commenting, because it was like, you're spamming, you're a spammer. So for all the comments that I didn't comment back towards, I apologize. Ruth and Trish, you lied. You can't engage with all your contacts. Otherwise, Facebook puts you in comment jail. So
You'll be good to go today, Jesse. You just have
yeah,
to.
I started commenting this morning, but I'm afraid now. I'm like, don't do it too fast. Don't do it too fast. So number 6 is to relearn and grow. Relearn and grow. Listen to your personal development. Look, here's when things get better, when you get better. I mean, don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. And number 7, plan your day before you start your day. And all simple things, all things that can be done in less than an hour in a day. But also, it's probably one of the most important hours of your day, kind of your hour to power. So every day, we want to make sure we're looking at that, focusing on that, which is great. Second thing is we have a little spotlight here, which we want to bring on, which are excited. And I'm going to start doing this more often. And a lot of people say, well, I want more notice. And the answer is going to be no. And the reason why there's not more notice is primarily because I really like the authenticity of the answers when there isn't time to prepare and plan for it. And because for me, it usually comes up across a little more real in a lot of these contexts. But some people we'll give a little bit more chance to prepare for in the SMP groups and some of those live settings. But for here, I just want to highlight somebody who's come in and just doing an amazing job. And I wanted to just kind of get a chance to introduce her, bring her on here, and just have her kind of share her quick story, ask her a couple questions, because it's related really into the topic that I was going to talk about today, I think. And so Whitney Rogers, can you unmute? I want to just get a chance to introduce you to the Elite family, and everyone say hi and just congratulate you on what you've been doing and just kind of coming in and not being in the stands spectating, but just getting on the field and playing with us. So how are you this morning?
Thank you. Doing well. This is a
Good.
nice surprise.
Yeah. So many people are like, well, you gotta tell me. I gotta get myself prepared. No, you don't. We're good. We're all fam here. So first off, I know some people, this is their first time getting a chance to meet you. So I'm just gonna ask you a bunch of questions and just pretend like no one's listening. So where's home for you? Where do you live?
I currently live in upstate New York. I moved here about 6 months ago
Okay.
from California, and then before that we were in Colorado.
What part of California?
Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe. And then what part of Colorado?
Vail.
In Vail. I'm taking our little camper van on Sunday up to Steamboat Springs. So
Ooh, awesome.
so I might give you a ring for some places to go check out along the way. So
Cool.
yeah, love Tahoe. So and so what do you do? What's your background? Married, kids? What's give us your deal.
I am a physical therapist. I graduated school 5 years ago. I love my career. I have unfortunately been unemployed for the past 6 months since we moved here. I do have a new job lined up. It's just not starting yet because of all COVID and everything. I specialize in working with patients that have chronic pain. Love doing that. I am married for 10 years, and we have 2 boys, 4 and 2.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, they're awesome. My husband manages a newspaper, and he's a realtor as well.
Awesome. So one of the things I think that's important is keeping in mind when you're out there sharing with people in network marketing. And I was reading some articles about it, about people, how they've really kind of distanced themselves from a lot of their close relationships because of how they've done their network marketing business or how they've promoted their network marketing business, which is number one. But the other thing, which I am so guilty of over the years, when I was in my early 20s and even probably till recently, which was the idea that building a network marketing business was the best thing you could do for your financial freedom, and almost as if like having a job was almost bad. And it was almost like this separation of trying to go like, we're right or better than because of this. And I think it's really important to know that so many of the people out there love what they do and they are passionate about what they do. And they're also passionate about building a stream of income or a plan B. And it's not an either or decision. And I think that's important that we recognize and realize it. Now, there are some that are trying to aggressively sprint away from their job because they're not in love with it and they're not passionate about it. But that's up for us to really find out. Again, it's more not marketing to getting away from a job, marketing to the individual and finding out what's important to them and how can this business model be a fit for their lives. So tell us, why Seacret? How did this all happen? Why jump on with these crazy women with the Ruth and Trish? So
I actually started with a different company about 2 years ago, right after my second son was born. During that time, the same week, my husband was let go from his job and our house that we were renting was put up for sale. So we knew we had to move, but we didn't have anywhere to go and we didn't have any money coming in because he wasn't working and I was on maternity leave, not getting benefits. And my next door neighbor started with this other company and we both decided, well, we need another stream of income, so let's give it a try. I tried it. I was successful right at the beginning and then kind of just stagnant for about 1.5 years. Was looking for a better way. I knew there had to be a better way. And I found attraction marketing randomly online and I joined Elite Marketing Pro. And that is where I met Trish and Ruth. And they have been so helpful for me, just coaching me along the way and trying to find out who I really am as a marketer myself. And I've just really found what I'm passionate for within the industry. And
what is that? And what is that? Don't leave us out. What are you passionate about?
I mean, I really want to help people realize that this industry is not a bad thing. There's such a negative connotation around it. And I hate that. And I want to change that because there are some super skilled and passionate and talented people in this industry and they shouldn't be written off for sure. It's definitely an industry that I used to look down on and I don't think it deserves that at all anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to help people like that. People know that there's a better way, and people in this industry just want to help people and want to make a change, and that's awesome. And I want to also be able to help people make money and be successful and reach their goals.
Absolutely.
One of my biggest goals, I mean, of course, I'd like to pay down our debt and help my family live comfortably, but I want to be able to open my own PT practice and be able to help patients that can't afford physical therapy. So that's one of my end goals there. But anyways, along the attraction marketing path, I wasn't getting a ton of support for that in my upline in the past, which is kind of strange. You'd think they'd be like all for learning how to run their business in a way that they actually like get leads and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just getting so much mentorship and learning so much from Trish and Ruth and support that after talking to several people on this team, realizing that it was a change that I needed, even though I wasn't expecting it. And I'm so glad that I did. I've loved being here for a week. And just reaching out to people about the business feels so different than it did at my old business. And I think it's because I'm so confident in what we have here as a team. I'm confident in the model for myself, but I'm also confident that I know that I can plug them in and it's so duplicable and anyone can have success if they want it.
I love it. I love it. So, well, and so what have you been doing? You've just been saying, hey, I want to share with you about attraction marketing, or hey, if you want to learn about this, hey, we got these great products. Have you been ATM, kind of ad tag messaging people? How has that been working?
I've, at this point, mostly only reached out to my friends that I know struggle with network marketing. They are in the industry, or they have been in the industry before and it just didn't work, or it's not working. And basically just telling them like, hey, I just want to let you know I ended up leaving my other company and this is why, and this is what I found instead, and it's really great. And then usually they'll ask me a couple questions about it and be like, huh, and I'll say, do you want to learn a little bit more about it? And then I set up a 3-way call with Trish. Or I had like some Zoom calls over the last couple of weeks for Elite Marketing Pro. And at that time, I felt like I didn't really have a whole lot to help them with. But I'm reaching back to them and saying, okay, well, I know I couldn't help you much before, but now I can. Would you want to look into this?
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations on your first new partners and introducing them. And I think this kind of goes into the whole thing that I want to kind of talk about here today. I want to kind of pivot into this conversation of activity and a little bit on the fear side of things and how that kind of boils down, but is finding a strategy that's going to really work for you, that feels good and feels good of going, look, I've got something. Because I think a lot of people feel like in order to get somebody into the business, it's more about presenting the company. And I find today, most people, if they've been approached, most people have been approached with a network marketing company today. And most people have been approached. And most people have been approached probably poorly in some cases, if more often than not. And so it's more about for people that have had experience in the profession, they're evaluating the business in a different way, just like you, of going, okay, it's not just about a company having a good product, although that's really important. It's not even just about a company having a good compensation, although that's important. It's about what is the system that I'm going to be introducing people in that people can share in a way that allows it to replicate or it allows it to duplicate, and what you talked about. So I'm super excited for you, and I'm looking forward to many more chats that we're going to be having, and hopefully at one point we'll be able to meet in person and we'll hug it out and do a dance on the dance floor. So so congratulations again, and we'll see you on the next promotion. And so, let's give some high fives. Let's get some comments. Let's get some yays in there. So some spirit fingers. I don't know what we're doing nowadays since nobody can hear each other clap, and it's kind of an awkward silences after these moments. So normally there would be a great transition of people going, yay, and then we move on to the next subject. But here's what we want to do. I want to just kind of show you something here. And I'm actually going to have you guys, if you are in a quiet place, unmute for this. If you don't have any background noise, if you could unmute, because I'm actually going to ask for a little bit of audience participation. And it's pretty simple here, but let me see. That is 2 cameras of me, which we definitely don't need. That is way too much Jesse for this early in the morning. Let's is go back to my Zoom, stop sharing. Let's see, one more time. Let's see if we can get this up. So here's what I want to think about is inside of our business, there's always times when, you know, we're going to have a challenge in whatever it is of going out there and getting the business done and going to get it, whether it be our activities. I know there are so many times where I'm thinking, I know what to do. And a lot of times people come to us with those feelings that, how many of you guys have ever thought like, you know what you need to do, but you're kind of not going and doing it, right? And in those experiences, what I want you to think about is, what are some of the negative emotions that you've ever experienced in building your business? What are some of the, you know, some of the feelings that you've had that have been, that have kind of weighed on you from going out there and building the business? Anybody have any emotions that are kind of popping off the top of your head?
Rejection.
Rejection. Oh yeah, there's a good one. Rejection. What else? So embarrassment. I can't spell. So yes, English was not my strong suit. Reading, not my
You're
strong
doing
suit.
just fine, Jesse.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I always make a joke. I was like, you know, you're a bad speller when autocorrect can't figure out what you're trying to spell.
I can't spell either.
You're like, come on, I'm close enough, autocorrect. And you have to rewrite your sentence with different words. But what else? Rejection, embarrassment. What about
Fear?
fear? Yeah, fear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's break that one down even more. So outside of fear, rejection, overwhelm.
Yeah.
That's a good one for me. So overwhelm. What else? What else you guys feel?
Frustrated.
What?
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Frustration.
Oh, there's a good one. Frustrated. Okay.
Burnt out.
How about angry? Does anyone ever get angry? Like just like angry, and sometimes at yourself, sometimes at people. You know, just be like, oh, like why don't they get this? Sad. I don't know. I felt sad. I felt sad this week a whole lot. So I felt sad this morning. So what else?
Confused.
Confused.
Oh yeah.
Confused. How many guys have ever had that one going on in your business where you're just like,
Yep.
you know, like I'm confused. I don't know what to do. What else? Give me
Burnt out.
some. What?
Burnt out.
Burnt
Burnt
out.
out.
There's a good one.
Burnout. Yeah.
Out. Right. So overwhelmed.
I feel
burnt-
like I run out of time, that I don't do things efficiently, so I'm
Yeah. How about this? How about
organized enough.
stressed? Stressed. Oh, there's a good one. Stressed. Those are all, especially all the guys. I'm not fearful. I'm stressed. Right. All right. Stressed or worried.
Sure.
Worried. What else? Any other big ones that we're missing over here?
Defeated?
Defeated. Okay. So all big emotions. Now, how many of you guys have experienced these emotions at least once or consistently over the course of your career in network marketing? By a show of hands, give them to me, right? And if you're not raising your hand, you lie about other things too. So, right. Here's why I'm putting this up here. The emotions of business are universal really for everybody that I've seen inside of their career, inside of network marketing. And it doesn't really matter what business you're building. These are things that are generally coming up. Our business happens to be pretty confronting and really kind of digs into certain things that a lot of people normally might not deal with in other businesses or in other careers. And especially when you're working with people that you know, and there's a lot of emotions. So our business is very emotional when it comes to building a network marketing business, because we're attaching it to our dreams, we're attaching it to our goals. We're saying we're not going to just kind of lay down and say, this is it. I'm going to go build something. And for a lot of people, that is separating themselves from the thinking of a lot of the people that might even be in their close circle and people who they love and people who love them. And there's all of that fear and concern and separation and maybe feeling of loss, right? So loss that ends up coming through this. And I really found that there's only really kind of one cure for all of these things. And what's exciting is that you don't have to do a lot. It's one thing, which is
Action.
It's activity, it's action. So this is going to be, just so you guys can see this is going to be the dance that you're going to experience for your entire career inside of this business. So the moment your activity goes up and you're doing a lot of activity, you're going to find that those emotions end up dissipating. They start going away. They start pulling. They start losing their pull. It's stagnation. It's when you're stagnant is when the mind starts taking over. And we start thinking and overthinking and analyzing and feeling. And instead of getting out of that feeling, is getting into the action. So a good example is I have a lot of emotion about, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight over many of years. We're not going to go into that story because that's a long one. But the part of it is thinking about it doesn't actually produce any type of result. Normally what it does is it usually generally brings thoughts that are in this other realm. But what happens is when your activity starts to slip, when your activity goes down, look at these, how they start pop back up. Oh, there they are. Right? So the activity starts to slow down. Anytime somebody is talking to me about these feelings, about these frustrations, I know that their activity level has pretty much dropped off or has gone silent, gone dark. And the moment that their activity starts to pop back in, look, they go away. Isn't that cool? So this right here, I hope you guys can see this. This is the dance that you will have in your entire career. And it doesn't matter what level you are. You could be a double backflip diamond, doesn't matter. A triple rainbow, whatever we're calling things nowadays. I'm talking about very simple here is as you continue to build your business, anytime you're feeling these emotions creep out again, like they're creeping in, you're like, oh God, here they come. There it is, 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 there it is. I just want you to identify the fact that where has activity fallen off, okay? And what ends up happening is most people start looking, instead of forward, they're looking in backward. So perfect example of this is the idea of looking forward versus looking backward inside of their career. Now that goes to say, what are the right activities? And we talked about those here today. And this is why I think it's so exciting what Ruth and Trish is. If you're doing activities and they're not getting you a result and they don't feel comfortable, it's very difficult to get somebody to consistently do activities that just don't fit. And so what's exciting is that now that we've got some of these amazing programs for people to get into and follow, this is where I think we're going to start seeing some explosive results inside of the business is when we can when the activities become fun and they become part of your daily activities, your daily actions, and helping you kind of eliminate some of those. Now, but I want you to understand that feeling frustrated, feeling angry, feeling upset, these are normal experiences you're going to have in your business. You're not alone. You're all going to go through them. And what I want you to do is this, is when you're in one of those experiences, don't hide out, reach out. Generally speaking, most people, when they get into one of those kind of just downward spirals or whatever you want to call it, is what they do is they try to hide and almost like overcome whatever their challenge is in private, usually out of the embarrassment of feeling like they're failing. And my recommendation here is is not just to, it's like we don't Facebook our problems, we face our problems, right? That whole kind of conversation, but is to reach out. That's what your support team is here for. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to create a community, and this community is really a safe haven where it's totally not only comfortable, it's welcomed to fail and to talk about here, but I'm working on getting better and working through those experiences and working through that. So I'm so excited for all the people that are joining into the community here. And as this is continuing to grow, I just know that everything that's happening with building through attraction marketing and social networking professionals as well as what we're doing here with our huddles. Guys, we're just getting started. The masterminding that's happening behind the scenes with this group of people, of some of the most talented individuals I've ever met, and all they're doing all day long is thinking about how can I provide more value and better systems and better structure and better recognition and better promotions and better training and better attraction and better programs for you. And they are spending an absorbent amount of their life energy and life force pouring into creating structure for it. So I'm just blessed to be a part of the journey with you guys. I don't know, does anyone have any questions about anything we talked about here today before we go into the weekend? If so, let's say hello. If not, then let's make it a great weekend, and we'll be back here on Monday. I will be traveling in Colorado in my van, but I will be chiming in on the huddles here in the morning with you guys from the van, which is part of the great thing. As long as I got internet, I'll be on with you guys. One of the great things about building a network marketing business and building an online business and building your secret business is that I don't care what season you're in, that you can have a business thriving in any season. And that's what I want. I don't want an economy. I don't want a virus. I don't want a political party. I don't want anything to stop you from thriving in any economy or any season. So when winter's here, you're like, perfect, let's pack up the van, let's go snowboarding and do some Zooms and make some money and help some more people. So Ruth, Trish, anything you want to click off before we go into the weekend?
No, I just want to say thank you, Jesse. Great training. Love it. And I just want to thank all of you for being here. And also, you know, I don't know, if you're not sure where you're at, reach out to Ruth or I will help you get back on track.
Awesome. Have an amazing weekend, guys. If you need anything over the weekend, I am home. I am around, so reach out.
Absolutely. So let's set our goals. Let's go after them. Let's go to some activity. Let's go start some conversations. Secret 7 all day long. And we'll be back here on a Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.